The first thing that registers when I wake is the pain. A dull, steady throb, spreading from the fresh cut in my abdomen. It isn't unbearable, but it's there, pulsing with the slow beat of my heart. A reminder that I survived the operation, that I'm still here, still breathing. The air feels heavy with a sterile bite of disinfectant layered over the faint staleness of old coffee. The steady beep of the monitor is the only sound breaking through the weighted silence. I squint against the harsh fluorescent light, expecting to see Grace in the chair at my side. I can almost picture her dark hair tied back, a book balanced in her lap. That subtle smile she used to wear when she thought I wasn't paying attention. I'd held on to that smile even through the fog of anesthesia, letting it pull me back toward consciousness. When my sight clears, the chair is vacant. No Grace, no comforting figure, just a hollow, clinical room and a deeper ache in my chest that has nothing to do with surgery. Shifting slightly, I hiss as the stitches tug at my skin. That's when I notice it. A manila envelope resting on the bedside table beside a plastic water pitcher and a half-empty cup. My name, Thomas Ellis, written across the front in sharp, unfamiliar hand. First I assume paperwork, release forms, insurance, something routine. But the envelope is thick, far too weighty for hospital bureaucracy. My fingers shake as I reach for it, the 4-line tugging at my wrist. I tear it open clumsily. Pages spill onto my lap, crisp, official, heavy with finality. My eyes land on the words, the top, and my breath halts. Petition for dissolution of marriage. Divorce papers. Grace isn't here because she's already gone. Not just from this room, but from me. From us. The words swim before my eyes. Not from tears, least not yet, but from the crushing weight of disbelief pressing on my chest. My name repeats again and again, laced between clauses and deadlines beside lines marked for my signature. A note is attached, short and impersonal. Grace is ending our marriage. Effective immediately. No explanation. No apology. Not even the courtesy of an "I'm sorry, Tom." Just the detached language of the law, reducing 15 years of life into a pile of paper. Our home, our late night talks, her off-key humming as she made coffee, gone, erased by signatures and procedure. I try to push myself upright, but a lightning flash of pain knocks me back into the pillows. Sound breaks from my throat, half laugh, half groan. She didn't even say it to my face. She waited until I was weak, cut open, helpless in a hospital bed, then struck. The walls seem to shrink as my mind spins. How long had this been planned? Was she at our dining table, the antique one we picked out in Vermont, plotting this while I prepared for surgery? I rewind the past weeks, scanning for the signals I ignored. The hollow look in her eyes, the late nights at work explained by looming deadlines, the stiffening whenever I reached for or thought it was stress, thought my illness weighed on her. But now it's clear. She was already leaving. I was the last to realize. My hands tremble as the papers slip from my lap. The monitor quickens its beeps, cutting sharp through the silence. Nurse rushes in, ponytail swinging as she checks the screen, then my face. "Mr. Ellis, your heart rate spiking. Are you in pain?" I want to say yes, but not the kind she can fix. Not the kind that shows up on a chart. Instead, I manage a nod. My voice rasps, unsteady. She presses a few buttons, offers a smile meant to soothe, then slips out, leaving me alone. Again. Alone with the envelope that just rewrote my future. "Rest," she said, as if I. My mind won't quiet, replaying every moment with Grace, hunting for the Cracks I ignored. The grief is sharp, but beneath it something else takes root. Anger and clarity. I won't let this destroy me. She believes I'll crumble, that I'll sign without protest. Is wrong. Ignoring the pull in my side, I reach for my phone, scrolling until I find the name. You need Julian Blackwell, my old college roommate, a man who could out-argue anyone, now one of the toughest lawyers in the state. Grace never cared about my past or my friends. She will now. Press. Oh. Julian answers on the second ring. His tone steady, familiar. Tom, you made through surgery. How are you holding up? I breathe out, steadying myself. I'm alive, I reply, then add. But Grace just served me divorce papers here in the hospital. Silence, then a low chuckle. Not mocking, dangerous. The sound of a predator spotting prey. She picked the wrong man to cross, Julian says. Tell me everything. I'll take it from here. I let the phone fall onto the bed, leaning back into the pillows. Grace wanted a clean break. She's getting a and she has no idea what she's started. Julian arrives the next morning. Dropping into the chair Grace never once sat in, he smirks. You look terrible. Manage a weak grin. Surgery and betrayal. Great combination. He nods, pulls out a sleek pen and pad. Start from the top. So I do. I tell him about the envelope, the gut punch, the precision of Grace's ambush. His face hardens with detail. When I finish, he leans back, tapping his pen. She's counting on you being too broken to fight. Thinks you'll sign and let her walk away clean. Classic tactic. Strike when you're weakest. But she didn't factor me in. Spark of hope stirs. What's our move? Julian's smile is sharp, cold. First we let her sweat. She'll hear I'm involved, and when she does, panic will set in. People like her always crack when they realize they're outmatched. He's right. Within a day the cracks show. I drift in and out of restless sleep when my phone buzzes. A text from Grace, not her lawyer. Asterisk Tom. Who is Julian Blackwell? Why is he contacting my attorney? Asterisk my pulse races. She's shaken. Her usual polished calm is gone. Don't respond. Not yet. Julian told me silence is a weapon, and now I see why. An hour later, another message. Asterisk we need to talk. I didn't mean for it to happen this way. Asterisk. Every step of this was planned. Just never expected me to resist. I read it aloud to Julian. He laughs, sharp and satisfied. She's backpedaling already. Let her squirm. My team's digging. Records, emails, finances. By tomorrow, we'll know what she's hiding. I lean back, letting his words settle. Grace always thought I was soft, the gentle, dependable husband who wouldn't push back. She used to joke, asterisk you're too easy. Asterisk maybe she was way before, but not anymore. Surgery may have left me physically weak, but it sparked something she never. The next morning Julian returns, folder in one hand, black coffee in the other. Just how I like it. He flips it open. First glimpse of her panic, he says. Inside are call logs. Grace's lawyer, Carter Briggs, reaching out to contacts, asking about Julian. Even a voicemail. Transcript. Carter's voice tense. Worried. Asterisk Blackwell's a shark. Is he? After. Call me, asterisk. I meet Julian's eyes. She's scared. She should be, he replies, snapping the folder shut. If she wants war, we'll make her regret choosing this battlefield. I sip the coffee, its bitterness steadying. Julian strides out, already planning the next move. Grace thought that envelope would bury me, that her betrayal would crush me. She never expected this. And for the first time since waking up, pain fades. I'm not just surviving, I'm fighting. And I'm not alone.